Hi there, it's Mark, and I'm very excited today to be telling you about my 50 high definition light flares for Adobe Photoshop. But what are light flares? Good question. Light flares are the often cinematic artifacts that you see because of refraction, reflection, and how you use your lens and the setting you have. They can come from the sun, they can come from other normal light sources. There's a couple on the front of the box. Not that you get a box, that's just for advertising. These are digital, so you'll get the digital equivalent of box, which is probably a picture of it. Anyway, later this year, I'm releasing high definition 50 light flares for Photoshop. Today, however, and the reason to stick around, is I've put together a sample pack of 10, which I'm giving away for free. So let's have a quick look at what those 10 look like. And as I go down through here, I'm sorry I can't look at you, I've got to look where I'm clicking with my mouse, you will see 10 radically different light effects. But they're all on black, so how does that work? I'm going to show you. So if you stick around till I just play the credits, I'll talk a little bit more about this. I'll get my ugly mug off the screen so we'll get more real estate, and I'll show you some examples. And at the very end, tell you how you can be in with a chance of getting the limited supply of these 10 sample light flares. Okay, so as the strains of my guitar fade into the distance and I've removed myself from the screen, let's have a look at some pictures. So I've picked 4 or 5 pictures. Actually, I think it's 3, so that was wrong from the start. 3 pictures just from my Lightroom library. And I think we'll start here. So we've obviously got a picture. This is on Lake Windermere. And I was trying to get the sun and the cloud formations reflected in this brass, what looks like a periscope at the front of one of the little ferries. But notwithstanding my nautical terms, let's pick a light flare for this one. And you know what? I'm just going to go with one that's at the top of the shop. So I'm going to grab that. They all come as individual files, by the way. Take it over to our image and drop it on our image. And that's it. Doesn't that look good? The secret to these, and the reason why they are black, by the way, is if you set the blend mode into screen, you get the lens flare coming over the top. Now, clearly that's in the wrong place and it's a bit too strong because the sun, it looks like the sun is in front of the periscope. I still don't know what it is, as opposed to the cloud coming back. So I'm just going to zoom out, Control or Command minus to do that. Control T on this, and I'm going to reduce the size of it somewhat and center it into there and swivel it around because I want that light flare to be coming out to the right hand side, and enter. And then I'm just going to reduce the opacity somewhat, and a before and after, and we've radically changed that picture by introducing the light flare. Okay, that's the first example done with. Let's pick another one. Okay, what do we want to do with this one? Well, I think even though the sun has already gone down on this, I'm going to try and assume there is a sun there. So let's have a look at, not the box, let's have a look at the flares. I haven't worked out which one's which, by the way. I'm just showing you that you can actually just go through these and pick. Shall we try that one? Let's see what happens when we try that one. So bring that one up and drop it down. Change it to screen blend mode. Yeah, we'll go screen. I was just checking to see if one of the others might look better, but no, it's nearly always screen, except when it isn't. Control T. Reduce the size of it. Put it the way I thought it should start to break through. I'm actually going to hold down my Shift key while I click and drag sideways. I know that elongates the sun, but it's blurred out anyway. Put that in there. And there you are. It might not be to your taste, but it shows what you can do. All right, let's pick another picture. Which one? We've got this one. Okay, let's go back to our flares. and I think I will use, oh, that's quite good. I think I'll use that one. Yeah, let's try that one, shall we? First, we'll try two. Let's try that one. So drag it up. Oops, wrong one. Release. Change it to screen. Control T to change the size of it. I want to get that into the light and bring that around. And there you go. There's a rather decent light flare coming out from that picture. Now, in this particular picture, these are more yellow, that's more yellow, but these are two blazing white. So we should be getting something similar from the other one. So I'm just going to Control or Command J to make a copy of that. Control T, I'm going to reposition it on the other light. I'm going to make it smaller because it's further away. Just move it, nudge it a bit. There we go, press enter. Now that looks wrong because of everything down here. So what I'm going to do with the second one, because it's the farther light, is I'm going to reduce the opacity on it. And then I'm going to put a mask on it. B for my brush tool, D for default colours, X changes back and forward between black or white as your foreground. We want black, because I want a mask. I'm going to make my brush quite big, and I'm just going to sweep out here, there, just to take away these extra artifacts from the remote light flare. Okay, that's that one. Let's go and try another one on this one because I rather like this picture. Let's just try this one. And I got the picture right first time this time. Change it over to screen. Control T. Let's reposition it. Bring it down a little bit. And again, because I want to get the round bit inside, I'm going to tilt it actually so it comes further down. There we are. And I'm going to do, oh, still slightly too big that. I've seen it poking out behind. You have to be a little bit more careful when you're putting something inside a geometric shape that you don't put a circle coming outside the others. So I'm going to leave that like that. And I'm going to do the same trick, Control J, Control T, make it a little smaller. I'm just going to move this right up for the second because it's this bit I'm after, not this. And I just moved it out there so you can more clearly see it. I'm going to put that on there, reduce it right down, just so I get that glow around the outside to kind of match. Just use my cursor keys now, a little bit more accurate. The batteries are running down on my mouse and it's not behaving itself very well. And again, I'm going to put a mask on there. B for my brush tool, it's still black, so I'll just come around here and get rid of all of those. I'm going to switch this one off while I do this, so I can see I have got them all, and put that back. And that one is just adding that little glow, and a bit down here as well. I want rid of that. It's adding that little bit of glow around the far lamp, so it's on a par with the initial effect here. And that's it. They're light flares. So let's have a quick look at the ones on offer again. We've got these, and they don't have to remain that size. You can, of course, as you've seen, I've reduced the size of them. So that's it. Those 10 are in my sample pack. Now, how do you get your hands on the sample pack? And so I'm back in the corner, it seems. And that was a very good question. How do you get a copy of the sample pack? Well, first and foremost, subscribe to my channel. That puts you in the list. Secondly, if you think it warrants a like, add a like. But that's not mandatory. If you don't think it warrants a like, don't bother liking it. But do leave a comment and then email me. The first 10 emails I receive, and I cannot be responsible for email servers delaying your email, but the first 10 emails I receive with the subject matter of 10 free samples, I will send you back via email a link to where you can download them. It's as easy as that. And if I get 15 or 20, it's easy for me to do the cutoff, or go on and give out 15 or 20. But we'll see. That's how it works. Give me a subscribe, like if you like, comment definitely so I can cross-check, email me. The email address, mark@markahunter.com. And if you don't remember that, I've written it in the comments, but don't tell anyone. See you later. Bye now.